Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
Bank of the West is offering the 1% for the Planet checking account. It gives back 1% of the account's net revenue to the planet at no cost to you. There's no monthly service charge with any deposit per statement, and there's no minimum balance required. The 1% for the Planet checking account, only from Bank of the West. Learn more at bankofthewest.com/1%. Additional conditions apply. Member FDIC.
The Bachelorette
and friends.
From first love to happy ever after.
What's that?
From dating to dick pics.
Oh my. Oh no!
The Bachelorette and friends. Oh, I love a good dick.
This podcast contains sexual references, coarse language, and adult themes from the beginning and throughout. It is not recommended for listeners under the age of 15.
Hello and welcome to the Bachelorette and Friends. I'm your host, Carla Anita Matiazzo. Today's guest is a talker, a writer, an MC, a podcaster, a radio host and producer. She runs teen girl workshops. She's a snack expert and a fur mama. Welcome to the podcast, Rosie Panetta.
Oh, she's a bit of a brag who needs to really bring that list back. I'm so sorry. I mean, clearly I've got no idea what I want to do in life, and my bio really highlights that.
I would disagree. I would disagree with that completely.
I also feel like I want to start pronouncing my name as Rosie Panetta, inspired by you. My dad would be so proud.
Oh, good.
Because he thinks I say because I've obviously
anglicised.
Yeah, anglicised Panetta, so people can say it on the radio, and he gets mad. And he's like, it's Panetta.
Yeah, I'm with your dad on that one, Rosie.
So, yeah, he'll be a massive fan. When I don't think I'll play him this, but I'll play him the beginning. Okay.
Feel like, Dad, you can listen to 30 seconds and then you can't listen to anything else. Oh, don't you love it? The chocks are the best.
I know.
They're the best. Mm-hmm. So we got connected by Andy and Jared Walsh. Because Walshy was like, get her on the pod.
Was he?
Yeah.
Is that our knocking?
No, that's jewellery that's being made next door to the studio.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
It was just a knock at the door.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times too. I was like, no.
Yeah.
It's jewellery.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you hear knocking, it's jewellery. I don't know what they're making in there.
Like, do we want to be part of that? Do we? We got a few spare fingers.
Yeah.
Don't take that out of context ever.
I'm just going to isolate that audio and put it out there. I've got a few spare fingers.
Guys.
Yeah, multi-talented with the fingers, Rosie. Yeah.
But yeah, Andy, Jared, this studio, it's weird because when I came and sat down, you told me off about where I'm sitting because usually I'd sit, this is very visual, but I'd usually sit to the chair next to me because I usually am part of the Best Teams Mates podcast. Yeah. And so, geez.
Yes, I was very assertive with what are you doing sitting over there, woman?
You tell me what you need. I will listen to, I like being on this side of the mic. It's actually nice, like being on the answering. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. What's usually the role? What do you mean?
So after so many years in radio, I was usually the person asking the questions.
Capiche.
Yeah.
Capiche. Okay.
So this is nice. I like this.
Oh, this is good. Well,
this is why I'm so chilled. Like,
look at you. Look at you.
Let's do it. I've also been up since 4:15, so.
Oh, mamma mia. Okay.
It's almost nap time. No, I'm not. No. Like, in terms of, like, insanity levels.
That's great. We're going to get some good shit then, Rosie.
Yeah.
We're going to get some good shit. Okay, so my dad would be really disappointed if I didn't ask this question. What part of Italy is your family from?
Paesan.
Yeah, where's the paese from?
Paese.
Oh, God, you anglicise that like a motherfucker.
Dads hate us now. From the toe of Italy in the boot from Calabria.
Ah, brava. So you're real dangerous.
That's why I look the way I do. That's why
the dark, beautiful dark features. Yeah.
Didn't get the blue eyes from the north.
Ah, right.
That's why people think I'm Greek sometimes.
Oh, don't you want to hurt them when they get that wrong? Oh my
I don't know
God.
if I say yes or no. I'm like, yes, no, yes. Like, if I say yes, is that offensive?
So no. So really, I shouldn't have told you to swap seats.
Why?
Because the general stereotype is you'd probably kill me.
Oh, because I'm from the south. Jeez, I love that. I love that. Well, I love that idea when people, they know you're from Italy, you're from the south, and they expect my dad to be this really scary
mafiosa.
bloke.
Yeah.
And he's quiet, so in that sense, sometimes you could expect
It unnerves.
Yeah, but no, he's actually just a big pussy cat who he has a big loud voice. I think we're gifted with loud voices just as it's in our blood. So he can yell and that can scare people.
Yes.
But such
love
a
it.
softie.
Don't you
He's
love
the one
it?
that if you wanted to do something, he's the one you go to because Mum was the toughie, and Dad
So
would be
was it both sides Italian?
Yes,
both sides,
so
Rosie?
they're both from Calabria.
Love it.
Calabria.
So what is the regional dish that you guys are really proud of? Because I know each region has different dishes that we're all like.
I would say my dad's expertise, whether this is him or the region, but bacala. They love it.
Right.
They love a bacala, so they do it on the stove. Right. Usually on open fire with olives and sun-dried tomatoes and about, a whole 5-litre bottle of oil.
I think when you're in an Italian house, if you open under the sink, usually you've got the big containers of the oil.
Flagon?
Yeah. At my place, I always just have the respectable size of oil. My dad's like, what are you doing? You need to get the whole. I'm like, nah, I don't want to.
I need to be able to lift it up to pour over the salad. Because, yes.
I
feel ya.
Rosie.
Yeah. I got really big guns from all the olive oil over the years.
Oh, mamma mia, I tell you what. You're spot on. Okay, now let's
The best thing about the olive oil, before we move on, just one more thing. One more thing is... I don't know about you, but I had to pick olive trees as a child.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Rain, hail, or shine.
Yes.
You had to put the net out. You had to rake those trees. You had to climb that tree because you were little and you could make the top branch.
Oh, you would have been great for that.
Yep. So never waste a drop of freaking oil. It makes me sad. I love it. I got married a couple of years ago, and the what's the person that decorates your room that you pay lots of money for? And I can't remember.
Wedding planner?
No, yeah, maybe a planner, decorator, like a decorator.
I don't know.
Anyway, she was like, "Oh, what do you think of these? Like olive branches down the tables?" And I was like, "No, we can't do that. That'll just bring up memories of being cold and wet and being told, you finished that tree and you're not going home."
It's trigger. It's going to trigger you. You're shaking.
She was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yes, we need a backup option. Thanks."
That's so funny. That brought immediately to my mind. It reminds me of my dad's parents, and they had a big chook shed out the back that Nono built, big cement slab, 2-story chook shed. He had 50-something chicken.
Oh my God. In the suburbs?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In Hectorville, mate.
Of course.
In
okay.
Hectorville.
All right. Suburbs. On a 4,000 square metre block.
Yeah, that's it. That cost them $9,000 or some bullshit. And behind the big chook shed was the olive tree. So massive olive tree. I've got olives on my fucking arm.
You do too.
I've got an olive branch.
Look at that tattoo. That's lovely.
Yeah, so that's for my dad's parents.
Is that inspired by the tree?
Yeah.
Is there a chook on the other side? No. There should be.
I should get a chook.
You should get a chook.
I should get a chook. So I didn't have to do it, but my brother and my dad would climb on top of the chook shed and get because it was massive. And they did the olives from on top of the chook shed.
Yeah, I can picture that.
Yeah.
The question
Real
is, will
safe.
the tattoo be the chook alive or mid-bean plucked or
I
in a
haven't
bowl
never
of soup?
seen that.
Okay, all right.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, fangulo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's a bit. I don't think I would have coped with that.
think I tried to be a vegetarian at least a dozen times as a child.
Yeah, right. See, I'm a terrible wog. I'm allergic to coffee. I don't drink wine.
You're allergic to coffee?
Yeah, I was vegetarian at 12 and then vegan at 22. So I've really fucked off all my ancestors.
Wow. Actually, my sister is a chef, and the other day she did a wedding. It was an Italian wedding, I think she said, and it was gluten-free, vegan.
Yes. Well, I'm gluten intolerant as well.
And I was like, what are you going to serve that family?
Yeah, it's so funny, isn't it?
And, you know, and not be throwing tomatoes out. Like, you could throw them out, but are they happy?
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I don't know what she came up with.
It's funny, though, but northern cuisine historically doesn't have heaps of meat in it. There's a lot of vegetarian stuff northern cuisine wise in Italy, which I was like, okay, well, that makes sense for me. I get it.
Polenta?
Yeah, polenta's just corn.
Yeah, okay. So, not a great cook.
Another stereotype we both don't align with. Yeah. Which
Should I have known polenta's corn? I probably should have. Okay.
It's okay, but you can put... With polenta, you can put it depends how you have it, because some regions do it soft, some regions do it hard, some regions do it in chip kind of style, and then with the cheese and shit. So everyone can do
this
it
is why Snack Enthusiast was on my lineup of things, because somehow it always ends up back to talking to food. You've been lured into my trap.
It's the best. So good, Rosie. Okay, so... Speaking of love, we already know that you're married, because you just referenced that, right?
Yes. Yep.
So how long have you been married for?
It was 2019 was when I got married, I think.
Or before all the bullshit with people having to postpone
Yeah, because I
stuff.
moved back to Adelaide in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Got engaged in 2018. Oh, maybe I got married. Look, I'm not very good. I got married a couple of years ago.
Great.
I should know whether it's 2018.
It's okay.
I should know that, shouldn't I? I think
don't
we're
know.
celebrating our 3rd year anniversary this year. So 21, count back 3 years. 21, 20.
Okay.
Did I get married in 2019?
I can't tell you, babe. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I can't
That's
do it,
probably,
Bella.
I didn't think I'd have to research my own wedding.
You have to go back in Facebook so that you can see what it was.
I was celebrating
couple of years.
I think we're celebrating 3 years this year.
Great.
There's a good reason why this takes so long for me to work out, because we were dating for 13 years. So numbers there was never, and I was never, anyway.
I gotcha. So you guys met when you were kiddly-winks, is that what you're telling me?
Oh, that's nice. I think we were 19, 20.
Yeah,
kids
great.
at uni.
Kids, yep.
Yes.
How'd you meet? How'd he woo
Oh, my
ya?
God. Great meeting story. So romantic.
I feel like there's a bit of sarcasm.
It was at the London Tavern on a pub crawl. I know, it's so classy.
So
We
hot.
should make a Netflix film all about us. Well, how's this? So, our references at our wedding in the speech. So, I was in journalism. I did journalism at UniSA, which is predominantly, it was female at that time. I think it still would be pretty female driven, lots of chicks, not many blokes. And he was studying engineering at Adelaide Uni.
Oh, right.
So shitloads of blokes,
Yeah,
not many
right.
ladies.
Yeah, sure.
And he got the hot tip about the ratio. So he was on the journalism pub crawl. What a creep. And I was like,
What?
Yeah, so I was like,
Oh, so he was okay.
because anyone's invited to the pub crawl. Anyone
Yeah.
can come. You buy a T-shirt, you can jump on board.
Right.
So, yeah, he was a creep who was at the journalism pub crawl despite not
Just
being a
by
journalist.
himself?
No, with him.
That's what I got. When I heard you say that, I was
No,
like,
one of his
he was
mates
by
was a media
himself.
student, so less creepy than just the weird engineering guy who bought his own ticket.
That's what I thought. When you said that, I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, but I had seen him at the London Tavern the week before,
Oh,
because
okay.
clearly I went there a lot when I was 19
And
years
that's
old.
okay. We all make mistakes.
Yeah, we
That's all
all,
good.
yeah. And the thought passed my mind, there was a solid thought when we were getting married about where you want to get photos done, and I was like, we should go get some photos done at the London Tavern.
What did he say to that?
Look, He wasn't a big fan, and in the end, he was like, "We won't have enough time." But North Terrace is quite pretty.
It is.
We wouldn't want to go inside and have photos on the sticky carpet. That wasn't my dream.
No, you'd ruin your dress.
Yeah. So, maybe for the 3rd-year anniversary, we'll go
go get a photographer and as your anniversary present.
We'll wear our pub crawl T-shirts. I think it was called Meet the Piss that year.
Oh, Jesus.
Meet the Press, Meet the Piss. Very clever.
Mamma mia.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a classy story.
So how did he,
what
did he say to you?
At the pub crawl?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I was like, hey, I saw you here last week. And he was like, can you buy, do you want a drink? And I was like, yeah, get me a scotch. What are you having? And he said, I'll have a fruit tingle. So straight up we knew who wore the pants. That's a true story.
Oh, my God.
Drinking fruit tingles. Why did I continue? Luckily, I love him. He's my husband. He's a very good man. A lot of things turned, there are a lot of signs that said you shouldn't go here, but I did.
Okay, let's talk about the signs because I love signs. So what signs stood out for you?
We lived in very opposite, although I grew up in Two Wells, for anyone unfamiliar with Adelaide. It's not that far, but it's 45 minutes away. So if anyone was willing to drive to my house, it was like, oh, maybe they do.
Yeah, because Adelaideans like, if it's outside of 15 minutes, I'm not going there.
So that was always tick. Oh, they're going to come visit me. That's nice. All right, you're in. But he went off to Europe about a couple of weeks after we met. So,
oh shit,
I mean, we weren't exclusive straight away. So that's fine. And then I ended up working interstate for like 8 years. We did long distance for 8 years.
Oh, mamma mia! How the fuck did you handle that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Actually, I really don't. A lot of expensive flights back and forth.
Pre-pandemic, so that's good.
And so at one point I was in Bunbury, south of Perth.
Right.
And at one point I was in Hobart, which took 2 flights to get to. So you had to jump on a plane, go to Melbourne to Hobart. So we spent a lot of time on aeroplanes. But I guess, that whole distance makes the heart grow fonder concept. I guess we had a real life version of that for a bit.
Love is a verb. It's a doing word. So getting on multiple planes is a motherfucking action. Mm-hmm. So that's clear that he wants you.
Yeah. Well, I always used to give him shit because clearly I'm such a loving wife who remembers her wedding date. It was October 13, okay? I do know the date. I need to celebrate. Just don't know what number I'm celebrating. I used to always say, if you really love me, the most romantic gesture would be to follow me. Why don't you follow me as I travel the country on my endeavours to be a radio announcer? Mm-hmm. But he didn't. And it probably was because he was making way more money than me here in Adelaide.
Sure.
So, fair answer, fair call. Mm.
Were there a lot of discussions around that topic in particular?
Moving one way or the other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I always knew that I was going to have to be the one to come back home to Adelaide. And I guess because everyone does. Have you left Adelaide?
Yeah. I lived in America for a bit. Yeah. I lived in Melbourne for a bit, and then I came back.
Yeah. I think, and you wanted to come back, or you felt you had to come back. Ooh, was that too hard to answer?
No, I didn't want to come back with either scenario.
How so?
So, America. Because I was studying and I was a nanny, my visa was up. So I had to come back. Mm-hmm. And then Melbourne, I broke my back and my parents brought me back home.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So in answer to that question, no, I didn't want to come back. And I tried to move back to Melbourne in 2019. Thank fuck that didn't work out.
Okay, see, there's your signs.
Yeah.
There's your signs.
Yeah. What are the other signs for you and the hubby? What's the hubby's name?
Christopher.
Chris,
No. If his mum's listening, it's Christopher. No sign. I mean, signs that we were supposed to be together.
Yeah.
No, I think we just kind of. I'll quote myself at my own wedding.
Great, I love this.
But we always used to say, people would be like, how do you do it? And we would always say, well, I would say that like one day we'll get sick of each other's faces, but like not today, right? Again, I'm so romantic, right?
So romantic.
So I think it was not like every time you saw each other, it was nice. You'd be like, we'll see each other again. You know, we have, you know, Skype and phones, and it sucked. Like on really bad days, like at the most, there'll be like maybe 6 weeks. It's probably the longest we may have gone. Mm-hmm. So I haven't done international long distance. That's like a whole other level.
That's a different thing.
But yeah, it's like a little nice reunion every time you see each other, and then you're like, hi.
Like, I'll have your penis, thank you.
Let's not catch up with friends tonight. Let's stay home.
Let's stay right here.
Let's stay right here.
So how did you know that he was the man that you wanted to buy adjoining plot stones?
Oh, I haven't had that discussion.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, no, should we have that discussion?
I'm
really bad at relationships. Like, I was never I'm really bad at relationships. It's just,
Says the woman that's married.
Yeah,
okay.
I never thought, I've never been like, I never aimed to get married.
You didn't give a shit about it?
No, I kind of, yeah, that sounds horrible. No, that sounds like, I say like I didn't. No, I did want to get married. It was nice, but I didn't need it.
You didn't need it, yeah.
It was more like, I really feel like it was mostly for our families.
But
be like, and
nice.
it was also like a sign to be like, we're back together in the same place.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the same place. But I never like had a book ready to go.
Oh,
like,
right. Do people have books ready to go?
I don't know. I do that. Like people dream about their wedding days. Like I think I had nightmares about a wedding day when I was. Yeah, you know, I really liked being that independent woman who wanted to go and do her own thing, which is why I kept just moving. I was never really asked. I was like, I've got a new job and I'm going to go here. And he was like,
right,
okay, you go. That's cool. And I liked that. I liked that. And still part of me, I think, wants to be like, what's our next adventure?
So, okay, for me, my worry would be trust.
Of course.
How do you know? It's obviously something in your gut that's telling you I can trust this person even though we're not in the same state 24/7.
Yeah, I know.
And it's hard to articulate that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess a big part of it was we were often both really busy. Like
Yeah.
It was nice to know that he was working really hard, so he wasn't busy, and it was like too busy to even attempt to have an affair. Oh, your boss kept you in the office till 10 p.m. Jenny. Oh, what a shame.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was there. I mean, obviously, I think it was just open communication.
Yeah, right.
And like, even if something was even slightly amiss, like,
and what does that
drunk
look
and
like?
got too flirty. It was like, sorry,
right,
might have got too flirty.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just straight up. Oh, I got drunk and
yeah. And he knows, that I'm a flirtatious drunk. He makes fun of it.
But we're
now.
Italian.
Yeah, I don't think it's flirty. I think it's just me
being nice,
being social. Thank you.
Yeah,
like I have this friend, and like we're like now almost 35.
Yeah,
and she was still like, with these teen girl workshops, I always teach the girls like go out with your friends and always have someone who's going to be the no girl. Like if they see you in trouble or you find yourself in a corner, like they're looking out for you and they'll be like, no. And get rid of whoever's bothering you. And I have this friend and her name's Lana and she does this to me still. I remember we were in Perth partying and I was just like...
Having a nice
conversation. I think someone bought me a drink. What's the harm in that?
Yeah.
All right, a free drink. Who's saying no? She came in, she was like, no. And I was like, come on, mate.
Calm the fuck down.
I was just trying to get myself a free drink. No strings attached.
Yeah.
Relax.
But I think innately part of Italian culture, we're a flirty, friendly culture. What are you trying to do, people? Tell us.
Thank you.
Not to be what's in our DNA.
Right.
Well, what are you trying to do?
And affectionate.
Yeah.
That's
what do you want?
thing.
What do you want?
I'll put that on my resume. Loud and affectionate.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, I love you. But yeah, trust.
Trust.
It's there.
Do you think anyone can ever, in relationships, and I'm asking like a broad sweeping question here and hoping that we can deconstruct it a bit, do you think in relationships, if trust is broken, it can be repaired? It depends what the trust is, like the issue is.
I would think
isn't
it's
it?
hard, right? I don't know. I feel
don't
like
think so?
even when I hear, and no judgment, like this is like I say this without any judgment, whatever. I'm not in someone else's shoes, but even when you're seeing like relationship counselors like early on in the piece, like months into the piece, I'm like.
What's going on?
Is that too soon? Like, if you're like trying to, I don't know. I think it would be hard to. Again, maybe I can blame my culture, but I'm really good at holding a grudge.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
So I
it's
don't
hard to
know.
let go, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess circumstances are important.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've asked a really general question.
No,
there.
and I'd like to think I was forgiving, but also I am good at holding a grudge. So there's a very on the fence answer for you.
to a very general question.
Yeah, I'd probably use it against them for the rest of their life.
Right.
Yep.
So are we just talking specifically infidelity here?
No,
or
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Just fucking everything. Just everything.
Piss me off once. I'm going to hold it against you.
Yeah, right.
Forever.
Okay, so
But
how does
also
a grudge...
I'll forgive you.
I'll forgive you. I'll still love you, but I'll throw it in your
Never
face.
forget.
So what does a grudge look like for you then? Do you just like have little digs every now and then, or
At people?
Just
I hold a grudge against?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm really good at just snide remarks out of nowhere. Yeah, and brain's like, oh yeah, throw that in there. I think that's how I would deliver it.
So is your husband Italian?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
That makes
Again,
it...
accidental. I think in my mind I was going to be the girl who brought... I think I really wanted to be the girl who brought home a guitarist covered in tattoos who rode a motorbike just to like give my dad a heart attack.
Heart attacks to
And
everyone.
I think that's what he expected from me. And
Yeah.
I'm the only daughter out of the three they have who brought home the most clean-cut, nice Italian boy.
Oh,
I'm
no.
I'm always disappointed in teenage me. I'm like, this is not what they expected of you. They expected less.
So what part of Italy is he from?
He's from Napoli, the Naples region.
Great.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of close, so like region-wise, but it doesn't mean that you're
Language-wise.
related.
Yeah, well,
which
here's
is
the
good.
thing. Well, yeah, when the wedding happened, I was like double checking the guest list. Like, so your side is like not related to my side. So that's always
That's
in the
a
back
good
of-
thing.
And even if like we don't have kids and they're not on the cards just yet, but I'm like, can we just go? Like, just check one more time that we're not related.
Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah.
Thanks, because he thinks I'm crazy. I'm like, he's like, we're not related. I was like, but we should probably, just have a quick...
Because, like, in the 50s, the groups of people from Italy that came here were there was clumps of groups that were all family.
And they change their name sometimes.
Oh, fangulo,
I
like...
don't think it's just Italians. I think even other ethnic groups. Maybe.
Yes, yeah. But I always wait. I think that's why I've stayed away from Italians, because I'm like, I don't want to be related to you, and I don't. Yeah.
And I even found like our photos as 4-year-olds. We looked pretty similar.
Oh shit.
We both had bowl cuts, so it's weird because I'm a
that's
girl.
Nice.
But yeah, that big fringe.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah.
Krista, do you think we look too similar at this age? Like, is that? Am I just saying all Italians look the same? Which is a bit offensive.
But we are Italian, so we can say that. It's okay.
I'll do that check at some point.
Yeah.
Before we
I think that might.
But I think we're good. I just want to double check.
Do you have a photo? I want to see if I know this
Of
is
me
not,
as a 4-year-old or of my husband?
You and your husband.
Again, how bad's this? So my screenshot is my dog, Lincoln.
Oh my God, is that Groodle?
He's part Groodle, part Labrador.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I just want to cuddle him.
And then
He's
my
cute.
backdrop is my nephew and niece. I got to go find a photo of my husband.
I know this isn't a visual medium, but I just want to, I like to
Let's see.
have a picture in my head of who we're talking about.
Okay, that's not him. That's another man on my phone, which is weird. That's
Your husband's going to be listening to this.
an
going,
actor. He was an actor. I work in radio. I take a lot of photos. That's him from the side. That's me and him in the middle of a laugh.
Oh, you guys are cute.
Ah.
That's like a real little, you can see the streams of
hot-
love from the eyeballs to each other. It's very cute.
Quite a hot-
Very cute.
That's it, yeah.
It's a nice photo.
Thank you. I do
You should
like it.
frame that one.
Great, because I haven't framed one from our wedding yet, because I'm still not sure which one to frame. What? I'll just frame that one from another event. I like that one more than the wedding photos.
Oh,
actually.
mamma mia. Like, I
told
don't know when I got married. I haven't got any
I
wedding
told you I
photos
was
framed.
very confused when you invited me onto a podcast about love and relationships. I was like, this is
Jared Walsh's fault.
What have you heard? Thanks, Jared. You make me sound better than I am.
Well done. Well done, Jared.
Jared had such nice advice. He's like such a thoughtful
Yes.
bloke. Very,
very sincere. Very.
He's the opposite of me. Why are we friends?
It's okay.
I
It's
need
a
him in my
balance.
life. I
It's
need
a
him.
balance.
Yeah.
Balance. Nice balance. What pieces of advice would you give to people to sustain a long-term relationship?
Wow. Wow. I'll try and be serious. No, No. Well, I think, and I think I touched on it maybe earlier. I think it's important to prioritise you first. So, like, I think the thing that made it work is like I was happy to go and
Do you think?
put me first and do my thing, not in a selfish way, but then like to have my own dreams, my own goals that were independent of another person, and I still think that's really important. I don't know if that's just like, you know, the go sister independent woman.
No,
in
I
me.
love it.
And then someone else, because and then your other half will have theirs, and then you kind of sync them up.
Yes.
But like, you
Piece of
shouldn't
the puzzle. Yep.
be dependent on someone else. Like your happiness shouldn't be dependent,
Correct.
on someone else. But you know, they make you happy.
Yes, they should be an added bonus to what you already cultivate for yourself. I like what Beyonce says. I heard her interview a long time ago, I reckon. This was before her and Jay-Z were married. And she's like, get your own life before you're someone's wife. I'm paraphrasing that. I've fucking
I like that. You
butchered
should own that.
I butchered that. She
Are you
said
sure?
it much more eloquently. Eloquently than myself. But yeah, I think that's basically what you're saying there.
No, I am. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Get your own life before you become
Someone's wife,
get a
husband.
wife. Yeah, rhymes
Those
better
things.
with wife.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I think that works.
Yeah, I think that's important.
That's probably one of my first go-tos. And I don't know. I don't know. Just being understanding. I think we're both, for me, I think in my specific relationship, we're both chillers. We're both-
Right.
yeah. So, I don't know. We're both very chilled out people.
Right. Do you think you wouldn't work with somebody that's like, right, where are we going? What's happening here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like one of us, but sometimes I think one of us should be that person. Like the other, this is an insight into my house. I'm probably telling you too much. We're on the couch all day, like so watching TV. And like I work morning hours, and he works night hours. So once again, we're like seeing each other really irregularly. Which
that's hard.
But it's you know,
You're in the same house.
we're in the same
so
house.
yeah,
We've had it worse. It's fine. So you got a couple of hours on the couch together, and he's like, one of us should really get into the habit of washing our dinner dishes after dinner. And I was like, nah, this time together is important. It's more important than the dishes.
Than the fucking dishes.
Yeah, they can stay there. We need to just chill out together. So that's just me exemplifying that you put your person before chores. And
That's nice.
Yeah, that's my chilled approach to most things.
So does that mean you don't do housework, Rosie? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
I choose to do it as little as possible. Yes. Yeah. Well, look, if he's going to have someone come to the lawns for him, I'm going to have someone come to the bathrooms for me.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Again, it's compromising.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. Hey, I you know, when I was full-time teaching, I had a cleaner because I was like, nah, I'm doing too much as a teacher in the fucking classroom. I'm not coming home to clean my fucking house.
Yeah, I think my mum wants to disown me when she found out I pay someone to do these things.
That's a wog.
I know,
thing.
and I was like, but then I hear her and my sisters whinging that they're wasting their weekends cleaning. I was like,
well, then get a fucking cleaner.
Get someone else to do it. Like, I would just prefer to spend time with my peeps, and someone's going to be paid to do it. And again, I never wanted to be, you know, the bride or the wifey or the housewife. So So I avoided at all costs.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm feeling you.
Just keeping it real. I'm not precious. Just keeping it real.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. You're prioritising quality time.
Yeah, and even if there's that just sitting on the couch, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Affection is your love language.
Yeah, and I just learned about
culture.
The love language concept.
Oh, really?
Only like recently, which is weird. I didn't really know about it.
Oh.
Because I still haven't decided which one I...
Yeah, right. What do you lean towards, though, Rosie?
Like what I accept or what I do?
Both.
I think I like... What are they again? It's like time together, gifts.
Yeah.
I think obviously time together is my thing.
Important.
I mean, I don't mind a gift, but I don't get them very often. So
I don't mind a gift.
I'm not going to expect it.
Christopher, fucking get some gifts, mate.
It would be a first, but there's a first for everything.
Christopher.
It's a good name to say when you're angry, isn't it?
Christopher.
Yeah, like I do enjoy
I'm just
a solid
our husband.
argument because I get to be like, Christopher, how dare you? And then obviously he'll be like, Rosalie, full name.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, does he pull that one out often?
Actually, I think he might call me that all the time. I think we use our full names more than anything. Again, something I should know.
Something you should. So the conclusion to today's podcast is Rosie needs to start taking notes on our own relationship.
No, look, we were together for 13 years, been married for I think 3.
It becomes a blur.
The point is, do everything Rosie's done. She's a success story.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. I mean, think it's hilarious.
You probably should ask Christopher that also before we sell that book. We should probably,
On that fucking excellent note, thank you so much for coming on the pod. It's been a delight.
I can't believe it. You're welcome. I don't know what I said, whether any of it was useful or whether I have a defamation case on my hands. So,
what, from Christopher?
From my husband.
The Bachelorette with friends near and far, from heartache to catfish and sex toys. The Bachelorette and friends. See you next time if you dare.
Bank of the West is offering the 1% for the Planet checking account. It gives back to the planet at no cost to you, and there's no monthly service charge with any deposit per statement. Only from Bank of the West. Learn more at bankofthewest.com/1%. Additional conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.